Welcome back to the Baka channel. Today we got episode 2 of the Skyrim Unleashed series, so let's get straight into it. We ended up hitting a little bandit camp area before going straight to the Golden Claw. Snuck attack that guy, instant death. However, this guy decided to take an archery battle with me, and Fendel finished him from behind, easy peasy. Then we went after the bandit leader at the very top, looted his tower, and killed him. Very easy. Thought it was going to be a good, smooth sailing for the Golden Claw. It wasn't. However, this guy made me think it was going to be. Being a level 1 bandit, it seemed fairly easy. However, in just a second, you'll see how poorly I was mistaken. I ended up killing this guy, then getting chased to my death, as you'll see here in just a second, by the mage.
Holy shit! Okay, I won't get the best of him.
Ended up going to Fendel's house to level up real quick. Kind of stole his house, but we don't have to worry about that. I had 2 levels to choose, so I put 1 point into stamina and then also into health. And then I decided to level up my sneaking so it would be harder to detect me, and then also make potions stronger by 25%. Following up that level train, I decided to get my skills up, built a campfire, lit it up, put a point into 2 different perks, one being Wayfarer and the other one being a Trapper skill, which I really didn't use. I was just trying to get this skill to unlock another skill, which I ended up using later on. Then, going straight back to the Golden Claw quest, I ended up grabbing a couple of people at a time from the main area and using Fendel as a meat shield as I lobbed arrows at their backs. Fendel killed one guy, and then as soon as that guy went down, Fendel ended up going down, and I had to run away from this guy who ended up dying by my hands here. I just found this entire encounter so funny. Then I decided to take on the mage again. However, I'm going to let live Baka take over.
Really? Let me go. I still have this healing potion. I don't want to die. Woo! Fucking hell. At least I'm warm. Good, my dude? I'm sorry, what?
I was definitely warm for sure. Trying again, I did climb the mountain next to it, ended up sniping them as far away as I could while still being able to hit them. I increased my sneak quite a bit by doing this. However, they decided that they wanted to explore the map, try and find where these arrows were coming from. None of them really decided to look up, so we had to chase them across the mountains and kill them one by one, or else it would have been a pain in the ass later on. After killing all the minions, then I decided to go after the big bad, the mage, and I'll just let live Baka take over.
What happened to the mage? Okay, so I am probably shooting too high. Good to know. You gotta be shitting me! That is the biggest amount of bullshit ever!
Watching this back, it really was the most amount of bullshit I have ever seen in this game, and it's still the most amount of bullshit that I think after, I don't know, almost 100 hours of playing it so far. Now condensing it into video form, I'm still pissed off at it. However, I ended up killing him this time. No big whoop, and I could finally enter Bleak Falls Temple. Once we got in here, we finished the quest to desimplify Fendel. It was the most glorious thing I have ever seen. Good shit, Fendel. I'm so proud of you. Then I took a nap next to a dead guy. Probably the most comfortable sleep I've ever gotten in this game. The main reason I was taking a nap was so that I could level up. I put 1 point into stamina and then 2 points into health, so I had 3 level ups to deal with. The first being Scout, which helped my light armor. The next being Deadly Aim. And the third being Trespasser, so I wouldn't set off any more traps. Then we went straight into the dungeon, killing a couple more bandits. Tried to kill them myself, however Fendel decided to step in and fuck both of them up. I tried to backstab this guy and Fendel took the final blow. Then I ended up doing this puzzle, which was just snake, snake, whale. It was sitting there plastered on the back wall for you, and one piece was just on the ground. So if you ended up having trouble with this puzzle, I'm very sorry, but you're dumber than I am, and I call myself stupid all the fucking time. I then broke this webbing and saw a giant-ass spider fall from the roof, so I ended up pussying out quite a bit and just shot him from behind the safety wall. I then shot this guy free. He ended up trying to run on me, so I shot him in the back. However, a couple of draugrs decided that they wanted to fight, and I wasn't about that shit, so I took their lives, even though they're already dead. Is there a word for killing the undead? I'm not really too sure. I stole the golden claw, killed a couple more draugrs. Actually ended up killing a lot of draugrs throughout this dungeon. Then I ended up using Fendel as a meat shield as he was crawling along the floor. I would later determine that this was not a good idea. I'm so sorry, Fendel, that you had to deal with this, but I'm gonna let live Loopy Baka take over. Fendel, just keep him right there. Okay, I guess you're fine. As I would later figure out, Fendel was not fine. He would take the smallest, lightest hits ever and go down like that. I ended up killing these 2 draugrs, easy peasy. No lemons needed to be squeezed for these 2 to die. And I just ended up killing a shit ton of draugrs. This one I tried to light on fire, however, not knowing Skyrim mechanics, didn't know that as long as he was sitting there, he wouldn't be hurt. So I shot him and he just kind of walked into the fire and instantly died. Then, with very little and not having my meat shield around, I had to kill more draugrs and made it a little more difficult when this happened to Fendel. I ended up laughing so hard watching this back. I had to retake that voiceover 7 times. However, what's about to happen, I will just let happen. So I'll let live Loopy Baka take over. I think I just killed Fendel. Yep, I ended up shooting Fendel in the back. Really didn't feel bad about it either because he was now desimplified forever. I stole his house key and I would end up using his house quite a lot. I then went back to killing draugrs. Nothing too terrible happened except for I did start running out of arrows. So I ended up leaving to go buy a shit ton of arrows. I bought as many as I could and then also decided that it would be best for me to level up while I'm over here. This is when I decided to make Fendel's house my own house. Sleep in bed. Yep, I basically claimed Fendel's bed as my own. Easy peasy. I then put 2 points into health, and then I ended up putting a point into quick draw, and then also a point into merchant, which I really should have done first. Then I went straight back into Bleak Falls Temple. However, nothing really too exciting happened except for this right here. And where the fuck did you come from? I tried to kill him with the fire, however, he thought he was going to be smart and then immediately ran into it after it exploded. So he wasn't really that smart. Ow. Then I went back to doing the Golden Claw quest, used the Golden Claw to open this door, and I just like the animation of it, so I'll let it happen. Also, inventory, I'm a little peckish, so give me one of these. Found this area quite beautiful, so I just wanted to let you guys take a look at it. Then I got my first word, foos. Don't know if I'm really saying that right, however, it sounds like it in the game. Then this guy decided he wanted to pop out. Now, when I say this guy was a pain in the ass, this guy was a pain in the fucking ass. I ended up losing my bow to him, so I will just let live Loopy Baka take over.
Over here now. I would really like my bow back. Alright, I have another bow, but like, it's a really shitty... Question is, where's my last save? Alright, I'll kill him real quick. Oh. Really? All right.
After searching the area, I just decided to reload. I spent like an hour looking for it and it took forever. So I just killed him again. I stole the dragon stone and a couple of arrows and then left to go back to deliver the claw. However, I found a thief stone on the way, so I decided to activate it and use the thief stone. Then bandits decided that they wanted to try and fight with me, but I didn't have my bodyguard, so I did the hit and run tactics of running away and firing at them from a mile. I love those cinematic shots. They are amazing. Then I decided to go back to my new house and sleep so I could level up quite a bit. And I ended up putting point into health and also upgrading Eagle Eye, which gave me a 10% chance to do critical damage. Then after figuring out how to do this quest, I finally gave him back the golden claw. And that's where I'm going to end off today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Loopy Baka loves you all. It's greatly appreciated. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I will see you all next episode.